here it comes again, and it hits me. I then look towards the window, and the window is open. I look towards the mountain, and for a few seconds, I had this zoom vision. And I zoomed into this specific spot in the mountain, and I saw what was throwing these arrows at me. And it had a very ugly face. The only way I can describe it is it had the face of like Jeepers Creepers face. And this is what was loading this up in this arrow and shooting it directly towards me. But it wasn't piercing me. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. John 10:10. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. 1 Peter 5:8-9. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6:12. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Ephesians 6:16. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can make your stand against the devil's schemes. Ephesians 6:11. One night, just like any normal night, I went to sleep, and during that time I had this dream. And in this dream, it was my parents, my son, myself, and we were in this house, in this city, the last corner house, right on the edge. There was no other houses around us, and the only thing next to us was this mountain. And this mountain was maybe about 1 mile to 2 miles out, and it was a pretty big mountain. All of a sudden, I start feeling a tap on my right shoulder. I ignored it, felt another tap, ignored it, felt another tap. And then that's when I said, okay, something's up. And I end up looking to my right, to my shoulder, and then I see it. I see something hit my shoulder, and then it falls. And I look to the ground, and I see these arrows. I see these, the only way that I can describe it, it's like a shiny straw. There is no piercing ends on either end. It's just one metal, shiny piece. Here it comes again, and it hits me. I then look towards the window, and the window is open. I look towards the mountain, and for a few seconds, I had this zoom vision. And I zoomed into this specific spot in the mountain, and I saw what was throwing these arrows at me. And it had a very ugly face. The only way I can describe it is it had the face of like Jeepers Creepers face. And this is what was loading this up in this arrow and shooting it directly towards me. But it wasn't piercing me. When I woke up, I had to pray, and I was asking God why I dreamt this and what this meant. And my revelation was that this was God showing me that there's a target on my back. And this thing will keep shooting and shooting. And even though it doesn't pierce me, it's going to keep shooting. Because the moment I step away from God, the moment I just stop trusting God, it can pierce me. But greater is He that is in me than he who is in the world. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. See, there's a target on my back. But God wanted to show me that He has my back, and that this will not harm me. There's a battle for my soul, for your soul, and for everyone's soul in this world. If you're not under attack, you should be worried. that just might mean you're already in the red zone.